Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Lady.
Yo, what's poppin'? Man, Hump Day Wednesday, man. Y'all know what time it is. We in the middle of the week. It's party. Get on up. The best way to wake up. Undisputedly, the best way to wake up. Coffee and donuts for grown-ups. Better than Folgers in your cup. Y'all know who it is. I don't need no introduction, man. Shout out to the family. Shout out to everyone that's coming in. We got something to talk about this morning. Something a little different. Something a little different. I was looking for some boxing, man. We do more than boxing. But this situation is like a boxing war, you know? They throwing jabs at each other, you know, it's something around the sport. We're going to get into that. Yes, we're going to get into what's going on in hip hop. What is wrong in the world of hip hop? Now, we already know there's so much going on in the music industry, period. And around the world, we're in goofy times, you know? But hip hop is always something going on with the hip hop and rap. Always something going on with the hip hop and rap. You got this beef over here, you got that beef over here, you got this beef over there. Think, I've been telling y'all since 2024, we are living in a new world, and this is the time of exposure. You know, a lot of people just exposing themselves. The truth will reveal itself. Y'all know that old saying, no matter if you trust it or not. But let me just repeat it for you. What's done in the dark will come to light. That's most of the time. We start to see, especially with these celebrities, people, especially with these celebrities, these people that you praise, worship, these deities. And I tell you, it's a sin. You don't praise no other man or one man, but y'all do it. And I'm going to meditate for y'all. And hopefully, you know, my meditation will bring it to fruition that y'all stop doing that. But anyway, some people about to have these feelings hurt. And this is a message to all the gangsters out there, you know, all the people that still want to be for the streets, you know, still want to be a gangster, still want their street stripes. Like this is the 90s and the 80s and the 70s and all that. You all up in your 40s and your 50s and keep talking gangster stuff. Huh? Sound like a couple familiar people in the boxing world. Grown behind men talking about big gangsters. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Take that to the retirement gangster home. It ain't no damn retirement home for old gangsters except for if you in prison. Now they pulling the layers back more on who is who in hip hop. Yeah, we get it. Like I said, you know, everybody think these guys live the lives that they be talking about. And I tell you, yo, music is just like television. It's an imitation of life. It gives you what actually goes on in life, but it ain't gonna give you all the real things that goes on in life. Sometimes that message will fool you, have you thinking, this ain't really real, when it's actually real. You know, this is really real, but it ain't real. And he's all right, but he's not real. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that from Jay-Z? He's all right, but he's not real. And all these dudes is all right. And I don't think most of these dudes is real, in my honest opinion. But man, I ain't the one with the beef. I'm just here bringing something different to y'all this morning. Y'all doing different things in your coffee and your donuts, man. And we talking about Jim Jones. Oh, wait, slow down. Wait a minute. We're talking about Jim Jones. Now, Jim Jones, that name sounds very familiar. It's somewhat of a popular name, you know? Somewhat of a popular name, but I ain't talking about that Jim Jones. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I ain't talking about the Jim Jones that did that thing to all those people, those kids, you know, in that cult. Ain't talking about that Jim Jones, but we talking about another Jim Jones, Jimmy James, whatever his damn name is. I don't know what his name is. I don't know the man person. But apparently he's a part of the, you know, the world renowned Dipset crew. Y'all know Jim Jones, bowling, you know that guy. Well, apparently, you know, he running around talking all this gangster stuff, and he had a few words with one of hip hop's most outspoken and biggest trolls in hip hop. And I know y'all thinking 50 Cent, you know. But 50 had something to say about it too, but this ain't 50's beats. He just added on to it. So I know y'all wonder who else can he be talking about that's a troll in hip hop and he speak their mind. Well, I'm gonna hold y'all the strain on your brain cells. And that's other than my man Cameron, you know what I mean? Horse and Cam. Y'all remember Cameron? Now, how many of y'all remember Cameron? How many of y'all remember Killer Cam? You know, because it's Killer Cam, then it's Cameron. You know, I like Killer Cam. I like them both. They all wrapped up in one. One's the, you know, the kind of chubby guy. Now you got the slim guy with all these damn animals, different color animal furs and stuff like that. You know, my man Cameron, you know, the leader, you know, the true captain of the Dipset. So the Dipset is dipping because they ship is sinking because there's so much going on over there. And even though there's nothing much left in their music careers, but they did leave behind some good memories. So they good to go out on a little tour, you know, do little shows here, you know, stuff, things like that. I'm not gonna bring up the verses thing. I'm not gonna do that, but you know, but they can still go out, you know, do little tours and stuff like that. Even go do solo acts, you know. But as being one of the most talked about hip hop cliques in the late 90s and early 2000s, Dipset, you know, with their whole crew with Jim Jones, Cameron, Joel Santana, Joel Santana, Hell Rell, and a few other cats, you know. And like I said, you know, they from the streets or supposed to be from the streets, and we know what they talk about. So we get to we get interested in this lifestyle that they say that they live in. You know, because most of us, a lot of us that from the streets that love this music that's made for telling our story, a lot of us we can agree to it because if we not living that life, we living around that life. You know, either you into it or you got relatives that's into it or your homies into it, but you aware of it. You know what I'm saying? So we pretty much be interested in those type of things. You know, because a lot of us want that street credit. You know, man, my name got to be my name on the streets. Ain't nobody gonna play with me on these streets. When I walk these streets, you know, I want to be known. I want to be fair. I want people to move out the way when I'm coming to. Smash my like button this morning. What's wrong with y'all? I want my name to be known. I want my name to be clear. So everybody's a killer. Everybody's a gangster. You know, everybody's the Nino Brown, you know, and all this. You know, they the biggest kingpin in a city and on a block. So they tell these stories. You hear these stories, and these glory stories about, oh man, well, you know, when we was on tour, you know, I smashed the dude up. I'll pistol whip they dudes by myself while the rest of the crew was sleeping on the tour bus with groupies. They tell all these stories and, they go to different towns and stuff. And, the streets is the streets. They will check your temperature. Hey, they can be a fan of you or not. But what makes you want to be a fan of you won't get tired. Sometimes, so the city, all urban cities, they love the challenge, man. It ain't one urban city that's more dangerous than the other. I hate when they talk about that. Oh, well, Baltimore is a different city, man. Philly is a different city. New York is a different, man, ain't nothing different. The ghetto is the ghetto everywhere you go around this globe. You get what I'm saying? But we talking about New York City right now. We talking about Jim Jones, the fraud. Because what is being said that Jim Jones is a fraud. Jim Jones been living a lie the whole damn time. It's just being said. I don't know. I don't live over there. Nor do I. I don't get into all that. If that's what you do, that's what you do. What we do, salute to you, soldiers. Well, like I said, when we come from the streets, we can resonate and relate to what they be talking about a lot of. Because we see it, we grew up in it, we grew up around it. It's one of the two. Or you heard about it. It's okay. Either way, you ain't gonna miss. So we get so excited about it, like I said. And then that road life, that celebrity life. It ain't just fun, people. For those who never experienced it, it just ain't about going out there. You got groupies chasing you. You got dudes dapping you up. It ain't all about that. Sometimes you be out there and you got them. Hey, like I said, the ghetto is the ghetto everywhere you go. Okay, everybody's hood got a couple, got a little bit of everything in it. Everybody's hood got killers and all that. For every zoo, there's going to be animals in it. Okay, for every wilderness, there's going to be a damn wild animal on the loose. So no one is more dangerous than the other. And then with these rappers, they try to make it seem like they're doing the most. They did the most. And even live the life that they live in. Not even an inch. Not even a pinch of it. They make it sound so convincing. You like, dang, he really like that? Oh, he really like that. You looking up to him. You don't really know until you actually know. So how you find out? You got social media. They start talking too much. They talking too much. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It's so many levels of being an OG, original gangster. It's just not meant for one thing. But I'm going to tell you, in this situation, in this capacity, real gangsters don't do no damn talking. Real gangsters move in silence. You understand? Real gangsters don't speak that much. You know what I'm saying? Real gangsters don't like even attention like that. They don't like want attention like that. So they speak on their lifestyle. It's not out to the masses. It's even most people that live that life or people that they want to learn their life too. They want to teach. You might tell your grandchildren, something like that, man. When I was young, man, listen, man, I see where you going at. I've been where you trying to go 1,000 times, like that. But they ain't out here talking on all these damn songs and yeah, I'm dropping bodies and this and that. Get the hell out of here. What we talking about? And then they're not going to make it seem like it's dumb. They're not going to get on a record and make it seem like it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Or you tell it different. But see, like I said, what's in the dark come out the light. So like I said, you're going to get tested when you go to these other cities claiming to be something that you may be and that you may not be. And the rumors been going around for years since the existence of the Dipset. That overall them dudes ain't built like that. None of them. But the subject is not about the entire crew. It's about one main guy right now. That's Jim Jones. Now, they saying, and I can't even remember how it started. But it started over something stupid. Because even when I went to go look up how it really started, I couldn't really get. So now they going back and forth. Yeah. Oh, these days, everybody looking for attention these days, especially in entertainment, in all aspects, in every genre of entertainment, no matter if it's sports, music, acting, or whatever. A lot of people is looking for attention because they simply ain't getting it. So, this could be something, this is just my opinion, this could be something to get everybody talking. But like I said, these rumors, these sayings was really the Gideon Jim Jones that he ain't no tough guy. So now, it ain't got that personal to it. All right, man, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna let the world know, man. You was my dude, we was cool, but now we ain't cool no more. I'm about to expose you, man. I'm about to let you know. I'm about to let the world know you ain't that. Now ask yourself. These two guys are doing some kind of business together, and what could have happened for this to lead to the situation that they in? Because in all honesty, it looks crazy. I don't like it. I'm just talking about it because it's something to talk about. Give us a break from the boxing. So it's something to talk about. In these type of stories, when it comes to hip hop, we always resorting back to that because everybody's looking to, to correct their name or what their stance is. So Jim Jones come out with a song like I said, I don't want to hear none of that because y'all grown ass men. If they ain't 50, they damn near hitting the 50. So really for the sake of hip hop, this really don't look good at all. Me personally, I don't give a crap about their personal life. I don't care crap. I don't care because it's too much of that stuff already going on. Bring up something else about yourselves. Try to change the break the barrier. Try to help, neutralize all this garbage message, these garbage messages that these young boys is putting out in their music. Do something about that. Instead of going back and forth like, man, I'm gonna let everybody really know, man, you really a punk ass, man. You ain't no tough dude, man. You ain't from here. You ain't from here. You ain't built like that, man. You ain't none of that you say on them songs, my man. But it got that bad to where, damn, you already know this is a you already know, man, this is entertainment, man. Why you gotta put it out there like that? What is out there? So now this whole thing going back and forth with these dudes. I'm gonna tell y'all, grown man, this is sucker stuff. Really is. Some sucker behind this. Who the hell in that damn age he trying to talk about they from the street, man? Somebody need to bury your ass under the streets. But I was never sold on it. I'm not really too hype about that stuff anyway. What they talk about. I seen those things happen. These people that they portray or some of the things that they done, that they say they done in their music. Okay, I don't know if you actually done it, but I lived around all types of people that they describe in their music for the most wild out for the most wild out killers to the most surprising ones. Seen them all. Hung with them. Ate off the same plate as them. Shared the same bedroom. Slept over each other's houses, all that. So I don't really want to hear that. But what is it? It don't do nothing good for hip hop. With Cam and Jim Jones and 50 and everybody that got beef going on. Just have a big ass cookout or something. Damn. It ain't good for hip hop. Who y'all trying to impress? Because they damn sure too old to be trying to impress my damn age. I'm older than them dudes. So I know they ain't trying to impress our region because everybody's retired. Or at least they should be if they got some common sense. Should be retired. But now since, they careers is really over because there's really no money in the music business. It's really no money in the music business anymore. And a lot of these rappers and all that, they ain't gonna be able to make records. They can't even make records no more. I mean, look at you. You getting a couple of the senior citizens. The senior citizens coming out dropping. No disrespect to the ones that's good, that's still good. The newer generation of ears wouldn't mind hearing. Then you got to argue about where you really from. He ain't from Harlem, he's from the Bronx. Then you got somebody calling, no, he's really from the Bronx. Like, I don't give a damn where you from, boy. Cam was like, oh, you wanna pop fly. Repeat. Damn, Stan. Hold on. C3 to Stanley. Guy trying to get into the building, to the HLP building. All right. C3 to West Lobby. Tell them the door's unlocked. They can get right in the building. C3 to West Lobby. The gentleman there to get in the HLP building. The keys are at front. They're at the front desk. All right. Yeah, sir. Copy. Anyways, like I was saying, man, I got a lot going on. They can't follow simple goddamn instructions. But anyways, like I was saying, so with all this is going on, it's crazy. But nowhere. And for what? As long as you doing you, not doing them. As long as you doing you, don't worry about somebody else doing them. That's the problem with people. So really long story short, this all started over some damn jealousy. So now they got social media and and let the world know, or try to let the world know, and have some act like they really care who is who. I don't really care. You ain't got anything interesting going on. I don't care. So who cares if Jim said, man, he ain't really from Harlem, and he used to get beat up, and he never did nothing, blah, blah, blah. He was really a fan. And then now they going back and forth and both saying they fans of each other. Man, y'all sound like a bunch of damn broads, man. That's what they sound like to me. They sound like a bunch of goddamn broads. That's what they sound like to me. It's pitiful. It's not good for hip hop. Look how they looking. They looking just like this nonsense with Tank Davis. And let me just talk about some boxing real quick. Tank Davis' style. Jim Jones, Cameron 50 Cent, they all wrong. And it's kind of remind me of boxing. And Tank Davis is my guy, but he's dead wrong talking about Terrence Crawford, personal business. That's not cool. See, these are the type of things that go too far and make somebody want to knock your head off. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. It ain't good. Keep it business. Keep it business. You don't need to get personal. Or your wife and your mama is this, your daddy is dad, and all this. Not nobody want to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear that nonsense. Because it's not good. Definitely not good at all for whatever is going on. And what is the young hip hop youth is learning from this nonsense with these guys? What to keep some damn negativity going on? So what's going to happen? What they're going to keep on going back and forth and getting views and all that? What they going to do? Is it going to be another hip hop beef to where somebody dies from this nonsense? Which it ain't worth dying over. These motherfuckers retarded. They act like they can't understand a damn thing that I said. Hold on, y'all. No, but I was trying to tell a dude that the door was open. Stan said the door is open. I don't know what's wrong with him. Why he couldn't understand simple instructions. Yeah, that's why I got on the radio and trying to tell him he can take the key and get in his goddamn self. Yeah, that's why I said give him the keys. All right. What is wrong with these people? Hold on, y'all. Give me one daggone second. I'm telling you, boy, if they had a damn brain, it'd be all right. You take their brain and put it inside a bird, the bird gonna start hopping around instead of flying. Motherfucker. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, cause they don't understand a word that I'm saying. Did the guy ever get in? Yeah. The fuck he made it seem so complex for? Why he made it seem so complex? Yeah. No, the contractor guy. I said the door is open. Right, but you was already in here. I was coming over. Oh, well, he just. Oh yeah, he had to wait a minute. Yeah. All right. Cool. They do what they want. All right. As long as you get. All right. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. But like I said, this does nothing good for hip hop. You know what I mean? It does nothing for the Black American young man. When he keeps seeing these things go on and these celebrities and everything acting out the way that they acting. And it's really horrible. It's a horrible thing. It's not good. It's not anything to brag about, none of that, because it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense, man. Press 1 if you agree with me. You know, to an extent, you know, it's entertaining, but for real, that ain't good. Yeah, dude wasn't even supposed to have been here that goddamn early. He wound up getting in the building because when he went over there, Stan was coming back. So that's what that was about. But yeah, but like I was saying, y'all, it's really not good. It's definitely a blemish on the game. Definitely a black eye. And then, like I said, it's not a good thing at all. And then, do we want to continue to have to cover things like this when it's more better things to talk about things that could be less detrimental to one's life? Because this easily can just turn into an unnecessary blood spill. We don't need that. Entertainment because we like controversy. In my sense, is that what it is? Y'all really want to be entertained? What I don't, and I definitely don't want to entertain y'all. You grab your attention that way. So how do y'all just feel about the situation? How do y'all feel about this whole situation that you got a bunch of grown men damn near 50 or in their 50s acting a damn not a good look? Bad. It's really bad. We don't need that type of energy. It's a very, very hard thing. That's a lot to ask for because people make it seem like it's so hard to do. No, it's not. You just make it unnecessarily complex. But at the end of the day, I don't care about whatever type of persona that you try to lay on a person. You ain't got to do that to me because I don't care. Whatever you do is what you do. If you're an entertainer and you have my attention, I only care about what you're doing in that form of entertainment. All that, hey man, you know, I used to be this, I used to be that. I don't care. A lot of people used to be a whole lot of things. I don't care about past tense to an extent if it has nothing to do with your present. But like I said, this is not good. It's very bad. Grown men out here still arguing about who is what and oh, you know, all these years he was never built like that. Hey, let me just give y'all a reminder real quick. Shout out to our sponsors. RayconGlobal.com. Whenever y'all want to enjoy the great content on BBO TV, just get you some Raycons. Put them on your head. Put them in your ear so you can catch every message. Crisp and clear. It sounds just like Maceo Parker doing a solo on a saxophone. So make sure y'all check out RayconGlobal.com. Also, check them out. They got scooters too. I got to see how fast they go. I'm going to need for speed. But I got some headphones on the way. And then the headphones that I ordered, somebody already taken them from me. So I ain't even going to be able to, you know, the ones that I purchased, I ain't going to be able to wear it because I'm getting jacked for them. You know what I mean? Jacking for beats is happening, you know? And it seems like these entertainers is trying to jack a certain type of lifestyle or persona. I'm gonna tell you like this, in the great words of my girl from the movie Friday, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie to kick it. But seriously, y'all, this is not good. Think about what I'm saying to y'all this morning. This is a grown adults acting like kids. acting like teenage boys, acting like a bunch of little disgruntled whining ass women. But they think they come out with this. Let me start some controversy. Get me some damn attention. It'll boost my sales. That playbook, that play is bad. That play is played out. You can't even run that play no more because everybody that ran that play so bad that it's not even effective no more. So it's now like if they ain't got nothing on going on and they know they ain't gonna have nothing going on, I just need some attention. I need to feel somebody loves me. Nobody's talking about me. Well, maybe you ain't do anything good enough in your past for somebody to be talking about you. So this is the reason why they get out here and because this all might be a little setup for all I know, people. This might be a combined joint. Hey, yo, I'm gonna hit you. But then when you look at it like, no, this could be true too. Well, I'm just letting y'all know I don't care if it's made up or not. But I tell you what, it don't look right. It ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. It's sad. Definitely sad. Sad because you're a man. Sad 2 times because you a grown ass man. Sad 3 times because you're going through it with another grown ass man. Some of these men is grandfathers. Some of these men are grandfathers, and this is how you know. Your little grandbaby think it's cute that grandpapa's arguing with another grown man or a bunch of grown men online about his manhood. They ain't talking about part the you know what I mean, that part of the manhood. Y'all know what I mean? I'm gangster, man. Ain't nobody more gangster than me. I don't want to hear that. What you gangster for? Are you waking up the eyes and the minds of the young children in your neighborhood? That's gangster. Standing 10 toes down and fighting for positive and fighting for positivity. That's gangster. See, you don't have to have a gangster mentality to do the wrong damn thing. The wrong damn thing is too easy to do. Jim Jones and the rest of you fools, Cam, Mace, 50, whoever else is involved in this nonsense is nonsense. Let me talk to my people this morning. See what's going on with the early bird crew. What's happening with everybody? Who's in the building? Who we got in the building? Excuse my manners. I've been meaning to yell at my people. Mike Wow, salute to you. Of course, my partner BVO. Oh, man, we got Big Great in the building, stopping them up on Ohio Runs Boxing. Salute to Ohio's Run Boxing, man. Salute to you, Ohio Run Boxing, man. Listen, Ohio Run Boxing. Listen, I don't have guests on Coffee and Donuts, but man, it'd be blessing, man, if you can come up one day, be a guest on Coffee and Donuts for grown ups. We'll hook that up for the use for the future. But salute to Ohio Run Boxing. Also, my brother D Free in the building, the master debater, the educator in the building. Our brother, what's up, our brother? What's happening to everybody that's in the building, man? But yeah, we definitely need to talk about these other things, man. Because our children, everybody look at these things. And it's a shame. I like to be entertained. I like entertainment, but I like bullcrap entertainment. I don't like that you got to start disrespecting someone and things like that. Then it's not entertaining. That means that other things might need to happen. I'm too old to be wanting to ball up a fist and all that. I ain't got time for that. But a person would send you there. But it's not good. It's definitely not a good thing at all. They all look crazy. If you ask me, my honest opinion, and I ain't got nothing personal against them, but they all look crazy. And Cam and 50 is one of my favorite hip hop pros, but they looking crazy. And Jim been looking crazy. This dude, Jim Jones is the Devin Haney of the hip hop community. No, so like I said, moments ago, it's nothing surprises me about Jim Jones because things been out about Jim Jones. I knew about Jim Jones not being built like that before the industry started talking about. Because there's a few people that lives in my neighborhood that's New Yorkers that grew up in around these guys. And then they still go over there, go back to New York, on the weekends and stuff like that. So I ran into people that know these people personally. Oh man, he ain't no gangster. He a chump. He did it, or he did a little something, something, but he over exaggerating. But do you see me say, you know what, Dan, I done talked to somebody, man, that know him and say he ain't even none of that. And me being a content creator, you think I took that and ran with it? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Because that's not creating anything. Then I ain't trying to build. I'm not trying to tear nobody down on my content. I just speak the facts. I ain't got to get on here and do none of that. But sometimes it wind up coming like that, and that's only because of the fault of the fans. Because y'all be doing a little too damn much when y'all be praising y'all earthly gods. When they be praising their earthly gods, they just be doing too much. I'm not praising no other man. Give you salutes, give you your flowers. Shit, I'm still power on the hour. You know what I mean? But like I said, it do give you something to laugh at. But I'm laughing at it in two ways. Cause one is funny, then I'm laughing at it because it ain't funny. I'm laughing at it because it's entertaining because the things that they say Cameron is funny, 50 is funny. But then on the other side of me, funny is like, God damn, this shit ain't even funny, man. This nonsense ain't even funny. Sometimes you gotta laugh at something. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep you from doing anything else. But all in a nutshell, man, it's horrible. And what are they going to get out of this? What are they getting out of it besides a kick and probably getting views? So it might be bringing them sort of something. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got a following, they monetize, and so yeah, they get a little something. But how much money you think they're gonna make off of that? Not as much as they made off of records, but then again, you never know these days. Because a lot of these artists, they're more popular and more talented on social media than they is in the recording studio. Did y'all hear what I said? I said the day they more talented on social media than they are in the studio wherever they craft is. This is horrible. Why you think you got so many of them turned to social media? Why you think you got all them turned to social media? Soon when the industry ain't bringing them no damn money. But the whole time we've been giving them money for years. Buying their albums, going to their shows, buying their paraphernalia. We don't get in their way, but then they get in our way because their money is low. They didn't got in our way, messing up our hustle. So now they taking it away from us because they no longer is the real deal Holyfield in the industry like that. That's what that is. But I ain't got nothing to do with that. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Let us live. But that's what they doing, so that's why they gotta be all on social media, man. Cause they see that social media is the new money maker. This is the way to go if your craft ain't bringing you no dough. And that's what it is, all right? That music ain't selling no more. That music ain't selling no more. And a lot of them, even if you can get their music by streaming, a lot of people don't make as much money through streaming with their music like that as you think they do. It works for some, but then it don't work for everybody. Not working for everybody. Why you think they turned around and started they own podcasts and things like that? I mean, and then with the entertainers, they got a little leeway with it because they already got money. I mean, or they got a little more than the next person, so they can come out the rip, and then people's going to draw to them anyway because they already an entertainer. They already got a name. So to where everybody got to start from scratch, straight from their living room, their bedroom, their rec room, and just straight from one laptop. Um, might not even know anything about the graphics and editing and all those things. And a lot of us learned it from scratch. So where they can come in and start off at, it took some people years to get all those things to have a location, the proper lighting, the whole setup. So now they come to our hustle. They come to your hustle. Now they want to be in our hustle and take some of this money out of our hands. That's what they doing. They no. Put some money in our hands. Don't take no money out of our hands. We done gave y'all enough money by supporting y'all for years. Going to y'all shows, concerts, buying your little mixtape, buying a little hat, buying a little hoodie, buying a little shirt. Now they really want to take the money out of our pocket. No, put some money in our pocket. How about you come on to our shows instead of starting your own thing? And I can start my own joint. I'm gonna get the celebrities to come over to my show. Well, what about these people that been doing it way before y'all? They didn't have the talent to get in, or they didn't get the chance to get in the industry that way. So they started with this, and people start from the mud. They start as nobodies. Nobody helped them start no promotion and none of that. And then they get to the point they work up to a level to where the celebrities want to come and see them. Now you got celebrities on your shows. You earned that because you put in the work and the industry is looking. They paying attention. Oh, I like this podcast, man. I like what this guy's doing over here. Hey, you know what? Hey, reach out to this guy. Hey, so and so. Hey, man, I've been checking out your joint, man. Hey, man, I like what you do on hip hop, man. I like everything that you talk about and everything. I even heard you spoke about me. Hey, man, I like you so much, man. Hey, man, I might come on your joint, man. Or, hey, man, hey, so are you the dude so and so that do the hip hop joint? Yeah, I'm a fan of yours. I'm a fan of your show. And then you like, well, damn, it's a guy that's selling, hundreds of thousands of records and all that. And then he comes find out he a fan of what I do. But we work from scratch with that. But see, them, like I said, they get to come in with shit. They don't come in as a freshman. They skip freshman, going junior, and get senior treatment. That's because they already got somewhat of a machine backing them. And I don't like it. I don't like it, god damn it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But my whole thing is they gonna come into our world, man. You know, help us keep our money, help us keep money in our pocket. Not coming up to our hustle and taking our hustle away from us and then hating on us. Cause they be hating. Cause a lot of them be like, hey, ain't just a podcaster. How you get this person on this show? How you get that person on this show? Cause they put in the damn work. So whatever is the overall outcome with this situation with these three stooges, they need to just quit it, man. They need to just stop. Leave it alone. Jim Jones is a has been. We don't care about no damn Jim Jones. I mean, give me something to laugh at. Ha ha he he. Give me something else to laugh at. It's over. See? Open and shut case. How long is I'm gonna keep laughing at it? It ain't that funny that I'm gonna keep on laughing at it every time. Get up on out the way is what I say. Go back to the chat, see what's going on. Seriously, man. Seriously, in all honesty, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Look what they saying in the chat. Oh, Dub, hey, Dub, I'm about to shut down in a few minutes, man. I know you long-winded, Dub. So I'm about to shut down in a few minutes. But I'll bring you up. Hey, Dub, I'll bring you up. Matter of fact, Dub, you got to ask BBO, but I'm shutting down in like 10 minutes. So it's up to BBO. I ain't going over 10 minutes. Now, BBO want to drop the link. There it is. Hey, Dub, 10 minutes. I'm not going over 10 minutes, bro. 10 minutes. Come on up, Dub, and talk to me. Dub was cooking last night, too. Dub down there did a marathon last night. So shout out to my man, my brother Dub, right side of the building. You said Jomo, one of your favorites, BBO. The screen right there, that's it. Dub right side. That's my guy, Dub right side. Listen, y'all. Let's see if he hit the link. Come on up, Dub. You can help close the show out, brother. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just make sure that when we come on, that you share this. My show's out, our 6 o'clock show, not 8 o'clock show. Make sure y'all share them out to the neighborhood. Have them come in because we do want to know something different over here. So we know that we doing a small changeover, but it's not bad. So we just trying to change the energy up as we need it because Fox in the world need more positive messaging and energy. Dub right side in the building. What's up, Mr. Respectfully? What's up, my guy? I know you want to cook on it. So listen, we got 10 minutes left in this show. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my mic on mute. And you go ahead and cook. And when you tell me I can come back on and close out the show, go ahead. Because I know you want to cook on it. Because one thing about Dub, if it ain't interesting, he ain't coming up. So Mr. Respectfully is in the building, y'all. Say what's up to my brother Dub Whiteside, Mr. Respectfully. What's up, Dub? Go ahead, baby.
This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro. This is a.
Well, I'm a sick Negro. Shout out to my brother BBO. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Crush. I didn't even hear the question, man. I don't even know what we cooking. I just seen you live, and anytime you live, you know, I gotta come show you love.
So we talking about you seen the situation that been going on with the beef with Cameron and then and Jim Jones and 50 Cent that jumped in, and now Cameron, basically, long story short, Cameron came out and exposed Jim Jones. You know, Jim Jones ain't nothing that he been betrayed to be on records, which is nothing new to me because I've been hearing about that. So that's what we basically talking about.
But
What's wrong? What's going on?
It seemed like Jim Jones is and I say this respectfully, you know, I don't want to put no cape on nobody, but it seemed like the man is an informant. That what it seemed like.
Come on. You can't talk about Jomo like that, bro. Come on.
Wait a minute. And see, I couldn't even get the whole statement out before BBO jumped in.
Go ahead.
No, you out of order. You out of order.
I'm out of order. My bad. Let me be quiet. I'm out of order.
you done already put down different links on me when I done showed up. I'm a sick Negro, according to my brother. You know what I'm saying? We and I gotta say, if y'all haven't listened to his speeches, y'all need to go listen to him because the brother is brilliant. But and I'm not talking about BVL. Let me say that respectfully.
You talking about BVL?
but no. It just seemed like that the information being presented at the current moment in time showed that Jim Jones has been involved, has been peddling influence through the FBI to make sure. First off, and maybe he kind of calmed down on some of the things he was doing, but it seemed like he was giving information away. And maybe I'm wrong, and we got to wait to see how it come out. But that's what it seemed like, and we have multiple individuals, whether it's Cameron, 50 Cent, this is what they're exposing right now. So I don't know how I can see it. I got to wait and see. But the evidence looks very incriminating right now.
Well, I ask you this though, Doug. I think the main thing that you see with Jomo, and that's Jim Jones. You know, I'm a huge Dipset fan. I'll say that right now.
You can't be a Dipset fan if you're a Dipset fan. That means you rock with Cameron. You rock with Jewels. You know what I'm saying? Cameron.
I love them all, but I'm gonna tell you something funny. This isn't nothing new. Jim Jones is that friend that runs his mouth. Now, the thing is, you can go to countless things on the internet where Camden done this before, where you had to tell Jomo to chill out. Because you know what it is in life, people don't realize some people that say that your friends are jealous of you for whatever reason. Even if you show them nothing but love, I think Jomo's a little jealous of Cam and his success, making up with Mace. And unfortunately, what you get a brother who's getting bigger about it, and he comes out and says something crazy instead of being down with the program. You know what I mean? That's just crazy to me. But
this the crazy thing is that 50 Cent wasn't a part of Dipset like that. He wasn't a part of Dipset like that, and he was one of the individuals who came out and said that Jim Jones was an informant. And it seemed like, correct me if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, BB, I'm not trying to put no stripes on you. Are you saying that Jim that he's not an informant?
I've never known Jomo to be an informant. You know what it is, and I'll say that I try to keep it brief. I think the thing about Jim is one of those guys from the inner city. If you're from the hood, you know, I know you're a country boy. But I'll say this: he
they don't should be charged by the time the midnight shift start.
I don't think a guy like people see people like Jim. Jim, he's loyal, but then if you don't do what he wants, he's gonna pout and act a fool. And we all didn't have friends like that. I think at this point, I think Cam kind of made it clear that it'll never be the same because there's no need for it.
You out of order, man. You ain't answering the question. You talking around the question.
No, what was your question?
Let me ask you.
No, he's not an informant. No, he's not an informant. I've never heard him to be an informant.
All right, there we go.
Never heard that. I know because people got to remember Jim Jones is the person who brought gang banging to New York from the mainstream. Like he is what they call a Billy Blood, which is one of them gangs or whatever.
Right. Billy.
He kind of made it cool.
Actually, Billy Bloods, they kind of came down to Atlanta Sex Money Murder. All of them have some type of blood connection, so I'm familiar with it. But I want to ask, so are we saying that? And I got to be honest, 50 Cent, because it comes from him, we done seen him speak on a lot of individuals and say, nah, he told us from the beginning that Diddy was a damn informant. Oh, no, not informant. He didn't say Diddy was. He said Jay-Z was. But he did say Diddy had some shit going on. And the allegations that 50 done made, the majority have been true. So I don't know. Man, when if a motherfucker tell me it's raining and it start raining, then tell me it's gonna snow and it starts snowing. When you tell me it's gonna be sunny out that motherfucker, shit. Hey, I'm going out that bitch ready for the sun. And that's what it seems like with Jim Jones right now. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, my man Dub going crazy with the cuss. I want to apologize on that. But I'll say this.
Am I cussing too much? My apologies.
No, it's cool. You know, only reason is, I'm going to be honest with you. People always say, yo, BVO, why are you the cussing police? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be honest.
Because you're trying to make money.
Oh, no, I'm going to say this. The thing is, if we being honest, and if I'm being in my true self, I'll be honest, I didn't grow up cussing. I didn't grow up knowing nobody who cussed. I didn't grow up seeing nobody who drunk or smoked. I just didn't. I grew up in the go ahead.
I said you didn't?
No, I didn't. I grew up with my grandmother. My grandmother didn't smoke or drink. Most my grandma would do is on Sunday, she gonna play some old school R&B on her radio. That's the most you're gonna see while she getting ready for the week. That's the most you're gonna see her do. God bless her soul. Miss her every day. But
real quick. I grew up with my grandma as well. My grandma Jehovah's Witness. But I also grew up with Big Ma. And Big Ma gonna dip She gonna tell you, little big man gonna tell you, sit your motherfucking ass down. Uh, that was your big. That was big. You know what I'm saying? So big man gonna
Yeah,
cuss you,
yeah.
and
I know.
then and
I
then
know
and
exactly
then
what
you
you
gonna
mean.
and then you gonna go to the Baptist church. You know what I'm saying? With big man, so and she gonna have the best hat on and sit on the front row. So, shout out to Big Mom. I love Big Mom. I got crucified not too long ago. My great aunt died, my grandmother's sister, and Aunt Clara, and Big Mom, one of Big Mom children. I ain't go to the funeral, and I said I ain't going to no more funerals. After I went to Big Mom funeral, that's the last funeral I'm ever gonna go to. And I mean, maybe that's disrespectful. I don't know what it is, but that's just how I look at it. And I struggled at that damn funeral. I ain't gonna lie, I struggled, and I'll never be in that position again. So, but I love Big Mom. I love her, and it's so funny to me because I got the opportunity to grow up under Big Mom, truly, and all my cousins. You know what I'm saying? They can speak on Big Mom, but they didn't come up with Big Mom like I did. They didn't pick switches like I picked. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Big Ma always been different, but go ahead. I apologize for being long with it. And you know I'm gonna be there anyway. So, shout out to Chris. Chris told me I don't need to bring my ass up here tonight.
That's my bad dub
I'll
right.
say this though. I'll say this to go back to what BC said. That's not necessarily true about you guys having gang culture. My uncle Hev was a DJ, and I remember hearing records from New York where they called gang banging stupid in the 80s. So I don't want to hear no it was there before. And
Yeah.
there's nothing to be proud of. I'm telling you, I seen it as a kid. Jim Jones was the first dude you seen throwing up them gang signs. First dudes from New York really repping a gang, so to speak. Um, so we're not gonna do no capping, bro. We gonna tell the truth. Jimmy Jones, you know, is the guy who kind of made it cool to be a gangbanger from New York. So let's
That
not
don't
play
mean he
that game
wasn't
like it's
telling.
not real.
That don't mean he
Huh?
wasn't telling.
Um, I just, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Jim is one of those guys where I'm for sure he wasn't telling. Um, he was gonna have somebody go take the time for him because Jim is a good guy at tricking people out the position. You all seen my man Max B got 75 years. Jaja got
Next.
13 years. Stack Bundles is passed away. I mean, everything the
Yeah.
man touched, he ruined.
Facts.
If you of a certain age, we remember Stack Bundles from Paul, was it Paul Rockaway? The brother was talented. There was a guy named, his name was Chinks. His name used to be something called Chinks Drugs. I think that was Chinks' first name. Chinks, Stack Bundles, all these cats, you know, they all was from the same place, Far Rockaway. And Jim, I'm telling you, the thing about Jim is this. He's the quintessential example of a guy from the hood who does nothing but serve himself. And guess what, man? I don't believe in karma. I believe in, as my grandmother would say, you're going to pay for that. I remember one time my cousin did something, and my grandma said, I ain't got to get you. You're going to pay for that. And I just remember her, the way she said it. The way she said it was just enough for me to say, you know what? You better watch what you're doing. You know what I mean? But I ask you this, though, Doug. Do you think in our community we struggle having real friendship and bonds? What do you think?
I think that we kind of get caught up, and even though we have a lot of individuals we look at as friends, right? I know for me, see, a lot of my friends were older. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I had, I kind of had a benefit of being raised by my grandmother, my mother, my great grandma, and being in uh, uh, the Kingdom Hall. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of had to go
Mhm.
door to door and do those type of things. And because I had to do those, it kind of like the big homies that I grew up with. I had to knock on their door. You know what I'm saying? And then we, go into Bible study, and most of the time, shit didn't really happen like that. But when I would go home and put my play clothes on and my play shoes, come out there ready to rock, get what they'll tell my ass. Nah, take your ass to the court, man. Go play basketball. So I kind of had a benefit from it, if that makes sense. So it was a little different for me. But I also understand those individuals who I grew up with that didn't really have that same benefit. And my partner Jarvis, one of my best friends at that time, hell, me and Jarvis, we only got to be quite honest. He killed somebody in ninth grade, and
On the
nigga
live,
ended
on
up.
the live, on the live, on the live,
Say it again. My apologies. My
on the live.
apologies.
Don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they were on the live. Yep.
He unalive somebody in the ninth grade, and so in the eighth grade, get what? Then he was the same individual selling Black and Miles out the locker. I ain't smoke, so I really didn't get him. But George was still my brother. I still rock with him. You know what I'm saying? We hoop together. So like I like that was my guy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I always say that it come down to how you was brought up and what you had to go through. And everybody ain't. I always say I was privileged because I had my grandmother say, "Man, having to do the things I had to do, I did Bible readings. I done been in the theocratic school. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, 8, 9 years old. I've been doing Bible readings since then. I don't do them now, but so I always I tell you, I know the Bible. The reason being because I had to read it, and so, but he didn't have that same upbringing. But I think Jarvis was a really good person. I think I know Jarvis, if that makes sense, and whatever that situation was, I think it was a little different, but it also had a lot to do with drugs and other situations. And so I was kind of kept away from him. And then because a lot of the people in my community knew my grandmother, man, they used to call Big Mom. They be like, your old grandma. And then they call my actual grandma, your grandma with the Jerry curl. You know what I'm saying? So like that's kind of how they knew him, but they knew they knew where I was at, and so they all kind of had a different type of respect, and it wasn't no. I remember me and my grandma, man, we had to go get my bike one time. Somebody had stole my damn bike. Excuse my language. They stole my bike. Had to go get it. I ended up riding and I ended up riding my bike home. My grandma followed me in the car. And she drove a brown. I don't even remember what model car that was, but had to be a 85, 86, something like that. But she drove behind me while I'm riding my bike home after somebody done stole my bike, and we had to go find it. You know what I mean? Like they understood the background that I came from, so I think they had a lot more appreciation and respect for me, and they didn't allow me to even when I wanted to rock in the streets or whatever. It was like, nah, man, take your ass to the court, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I think because of my upbringing, it kind of saved me. It kind of saved me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And I think the overwhelming thing sometimes that you never realize when you're growing up because you think you're being, targeted by your family or they being too old school. At least I felt that way. The thing is, you find out that people living wild.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll tell you the one thing I always remember was when I got grown, and I'm not gonna get into no details or anything because we want to be a family show, but I didn't realize things went on with women the way they do because I didn't grow up around women like that. I didn't grow up around women who did certain things or said certain. I just did, and I could just say I remember being 18, 19, like it's like that. You can get that off. You know what I mean? So
it's way worse. It's way worse than that. What you really think is way worse than what you even thought it could possibly be.
Yeah, because you didn't. I'll be honest. When I meet, if I see a woman who cusses or fusses or has just an overall terrible disposition,
You're not dealing with them. Not dealing with them.
I never even. I'm telling you, man, I didn't even know women like that. Even if it was some people around, like say the church, that was similar to that, they did a great job of masking that. The only thing I will say that kind of bought me, my bad, I don't mean to go be long-winded. I'm done at this point. Is that I'll say this: the one thing that I had to grow up on and be better is always trying to keep up appearances because I was insecure. And when you learn, and that's one of the bad things you learn going to church is trying to make things look like they're better than they really are. And that's because of your insecurity. Not because you have to do that. That's because you feel insecure about how things are going. And the moment I start becoming true to myself and realizing, hey, BVO's got to be a better person, I feel like that unlocked a different key in me, man, because the hardest thing to do if you're a real person is getting that mirror. And when you get in that mirror is the truth. You know what I mean? That mirror don't do no lying. That mirror is the truth. And that's the problem with our society as a whole. If people didn't stop going into that mirror and saying, hey, what can I do? Or why am I doing this? And how can I be better? Go ahead, Doug.
You're wrong. You're wrong, though, because the mirror is the worst thing that you could have. And the reason it's the worst thing you could have is because one thing, me personally, I think I always say I can't deal with a hoe. I can't deal with a hoe. And the reason I can't is because I wasn't raised that way. I wasn't raised to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? I know women. I know how they're supposed to act. And when I say that, I know how my grandmother act. I know how my mother act. I know how my great grandmother act. You know what I'm saying? And because you see and you have that perspective of it, you kind of look for that. And one thing that I think is the worst thing that's happened is that mirror. Because you know what the mirror did? It told people that you're prettier than what you really are. You know what my grandma used to tell Big Mom and my grandma, get what they used to tell me.
What's that?
Ain't nobody pretty until you see them behind closed doors. You need to see them at home. But one of the scariest things for me was bringing when I got to college and those, man, to bring my girlfriend home, nigga, you better be damn near perfect. Because I already know what you finna go. Big Ma had passed at that time, but if I bring you in front of my mama, I gotta bring you in front of my grandma. And get what my grandma get what she gonna ask you. Very simple questions. We got these dishes right here. Can you wash these? Simple questions. But then, and you know me, I'm like, man, grandma, stop. Man, you embarrassing me. You trying to. And then I look back at it now. I'm like, shit, these are important questions. These are important questions that she asking. She ain't asking a question for me. She asked a question, or excuse me, she ain't asked a question for her. She asked a question for me. Can you do this? Can you do this? Do you have home training? Who raised you? What's your relationship like with your mother and your father? Can we meet them? What's our religion? These are the questions they're gonna get asked. And you know, I'm sitting there and I'm nervous. I'm like, what? Oh God, why are we asking any goddamn? I gotta go through this. And you know how quick it is I am to say, well, this is how I was raised. The reason I do it, because Jay know if you're gonna come around here, you better be in order. Y'all know I call y'all to order quick. You know I will. You better be in order if you're gonna come around here and expect to survive. Because one of the greatest moments, I tell you, one of the greatest moments, my first girlfriend, I didn't even really look at her as a girlfriend at the time, you know what I'm saying? But we end up dating or whatever. But before that, one of the scariest things is she grew up in the neighborhood with us, and I'm out there, I'm like, I'm gonna get your son this, that, whatever. I gotta go sneak the drinks and pour it up and do all this kind of stuff because I don't want Big Mom, my grandma, to see it. I don't want them to see it, and the reason I don't want them to see it because I know that once they see it, what's gonna come behind it? Questions. And now I got it's totally which as I got older, I understood it's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing. Same thing I kind of do with my son now. But back then, you ain't want that. You ain't want that smoke, man. I'm just trying to hang out, man. We done been running around all day. I'm just trying to get something to drink. But then you understand it as you get older. And one thing I always say, and I done told y'all this before, I had some of the best upbringing. The one thing I do miss in my life is my father. But at the end of the day, me and him actually connected when I got older. So, it worked out. But man, being raised by my grandparents, Big Mom, my grandma, and my mama, being raised by them, man, I didn't understand at the time, but some of that shit still rock with me today. I can sit on the panel. Y'all done heard me talk. So a lot of that still stick with me. And I think it's very important. I think we missing that with a lot of the kids today. So it's crazy. It's crazy to me.
I'll say this to kind of get what you said. I know exactly what you mean. For me, BDO, I don't know. Some people notice it, but one of the things I learned from my grandma, and it's a sad thing, it's a good and a bad thing, is that because my grandma was always prone to sweet words, I kind of learned how to be overly charming, if that makes any sense. And I know that sounds crazy. How your grandma do that to you? Because I used to always try to find what I could say to get my way, so to speak. And you know what? It's funny to this day because you never realize when you get spoiled with love. I'm not talking about things. I'm talking about I was spoiled with love because I'm not saying I was broke or none of that. I mean, because I was a Toys R Us kid. I ain't like everybody else. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I lived in the projects, but I still went to Toys R Us with my Toys R Us bucks. I don't know if people remember those. You get your little Toys R Us money, you go on the store, you run in there like a wild man or a wild woman. Get your Pokemon cards, get your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I just remember that stuff. And I think to myself now, it's kind of sad that these kids will never get to experience some of that nostalgia. I remember going to get the Madden game at midnight. It was the first time I had ever did it. And they had a DJ outside. DJ was rocking. We was all lined out. I think in a way, the funny thing about life is the world changes so fast. Sometimes you almost long for the past or you over romanticize it too. But I think the only thing I would say when it comes to kids these days, you were speaking on that, is that we got to be telling more of the truth. And we can't always be so feelings centered because the world doesn't care about how you feel. The world wants the job done. And I think we got to do a better job of preparing our kids for a rough and tough world. And that's just one of the hardest things to do. So I know exactly what you mean. We talk about upbringing, but no matter what, man, I always just say this. If you was a kid growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s like me, what a time to be alive. I remember going home, I would record MTV jams. Because, I'm trying to be a good kid. I'm watching my little videos, go outside with my little knucklehead friend. Kids don't get the experience going to the mall and hollering at honeys all day. Me and my guys, because we would watch old movies, we would pick up their slang because we thought we was cool. So we would call women yamps because we heard that on Poetic Justice or honeys, because we always wanted to be cool. But now you see it's not cool to talk to a bunch of women. And you hearing some of the most, I would say, sick stuff out of women's mouths. Now, You'll hear a woman say, "I got 500 bodies." Like, what? Why? You know
Why?
what I mean?
Hold on. How we both said why at the same time? Yeah, why? What the fuck? You know,
Hey.
but what's so crazy is that it was different. The difference for me was that I didn't. And BB, I ask you, what year you was born? 94?
1990.
90.
1990.
Okay, we 2 years apart. I'm an 88 baby.
Yep.
I came up in that mid or that mid 90s era. You know what I'm saying? And the thing was you didn't have a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? You had to get on the damn phone and talk to somebody. You feel me? It was certain things that went on, and I think that, man, kids have it so easy today. They don't even understand what they have going on versus what reality is. And one thing we figured out was reality is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucker. Excuse my language.
Duh. Go ahead.
All right, my bad. Reality is wild. It's wild. And when you run into, there were times, yeah, you could go, and for me, right, I didn't have the opportunity to go. Well, I got the opportunity later in life. So ninth grade is really when I was able to start rocking. Big Mom died when I was in 8th grade going to ninth grade. Literally, I graduated 8th grade. The night that I graduated 8th grade, Big Mom passed. And that's what allowed, and I used to walk to school. So, and I didn't walk to my house. I walked to Big Mom's house, right? Big Mom, my grandma. Right. That's who house I walked to. And my grandma, she worked that night at Kroger and was a Jehovah's Witness. So when Big Mom passed, I didn't really have that option anymore because she was either going to be sleep out in field service when I got home, and he had to work the night anyways, right? So it was like that kind of changed. And then I also was able to play basketball after that because my grandma wouldn't allow me to play sports. And so, you know, things just kind of changed. And I mean, you could play. I played a little league when I was 7, 8, but when I was in field service more than anything. So, you know, things just kind of changed. But I don't think kids today understand it as far as how limited opportunities were for us at that young of age, and how either you're gonna make something happen or you're not. And now because they got cell phones and the internet, and man, listen, my son, watch this. Let's see what happened. What time is it? Is 7:25. The bus leave at 7:50. Let's see what he got going on. I can almost guarantee, I can't promise this. Either sleep or he up right now. And if he is up, he on the phone with his friends at 7 o'clock in the morning. What they do to that? Let's see what. Hold on. We finna see. Let's see. Here we go right here. What you doing? You on the phone? With who? Okay. Why are you on the phone?
I think the overwhelming part about it all is we got to realize that times have changed, and that, you know what, it's different. Just like some of the opportunities we didn't get, there's some opportunities that our parents didn't get, and so we could never ever be on some always this. It's the.
But is that good or bad? Is it good or bad?
It's neither. It's neutral, and I'm gonna tell you why it's neutral. Because when I was growing up, I had an uncle, and he was the coolest cat I know. And you know, they called him Sonny. That was his nickname. His real name was Willie, but they called him Sonny. And I remember my uncle was like a ladies' man type of dude. He was like 6'4", black as the street. He was black like Chauncey from Blackstreet. Real good, real nice, good mahogany skin tone, handsome guy. And I remember the way he would kind of tell his little war stories, because he was, you know, saved and under the new order of following Christ. I always remembered that, like, you know what? No matter what you do, no matter how cool you are, when you come home, it's a different story, like you just said. Because he wasn't cool at home. He was just a regular guy. And I'm telling you, man, it's so important for us to be in our children's lives and to understand that even as a man, there's going to be times when, for those of us who are married or connected, it's going to be sometimes you got to swallow that pride, because guess what? You want your child to have something special. And guess what? Every day is not going to have the sun. And I remember my Aunt Sarah saying that, God rest her soul. She used to say that all the time. Every day is not going to give you sun. And you know what? When you realize that, it'll help your life, because you realize that, hey, each day is a blessing. That's why we call it a present. Yeah. You know, and tomorrow's a mystery. And past is history. Go ahead.
You can't deal in the future. You can't deal in the past. You can only deal in the present, and the present is a gift. So, yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah.
But then I have to ask. You just seen it. You just seen it happen. I walk into my son. He getting ready for school right now. I ain't mad at him, but he on the phone with his damn friends. Nigga, I'm on the phone with y'all niggas. Why is this nigga on the phone with anybody?
Well, guess what, man? It's just like when me and you got that AOL dial-up, and we was on that BT, what we call the chat room.
AOL was off the chain. You had to wait for a second. You had to wait for a second. Don't pick the phone up. You had to wait. But when we got it, we was in the building. We was in the building. You feel me? So yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah. And you know the cool thing about it, though, guess what, man? We can celebrate that, because you can say, you know, hey, I got to experience that. Some of the stuff you see now, it's like, I wouldn't want to be a part of that. I remember this, and I remember when I met my wife, one of the things she got mad about because I met her young. In my childhood room, my mom let me hang up all the bad chicks out the magazines. And I remember having Free from 106 in Park.
Hey,
used to be a magazine. I don't know if you guys remember this magazine. It was called King Magazine. And I had all the honeys off King Magazine.
Wait a minute. You out of order. Free set it off. Free set it off now. That was the one. I love me some Free. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I love King Magazine.
It really did. She had a big future behind it. She had a big future behind it.
What happened to Free?
I don't know. But I remember her, and it used to be this island girl that came on BET Soul named Rachel. I don't know if you guys remember that. BBO showing a little age. And even that, you don't see that no more. Now you just see these old skanks on your Instagrams, your YouTubes, who ain't got no type of talent, who don't do nothing, but get naked and then get mad when somebody look.
They show a little ass, yeah, and then expect you not to respond.
Hey, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. The number one grinder. Hold on, turn your camera on, man. I gotta see who you are, man. Turn your camera. I don't want no goofy stuff. Say number one grinder. Oh, okay. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm good. How your brothers feeling? Good morning to the brothers and your families.
Salute to the family, man.
What's going on, man? You hear us up here having some fun. You know, me and Doug was some Chili Willy boys, as my grandma called it.
Oh,
I don't know
I
if
gotta
y'all
say this, man. We done missed the whole show. This Chris show. If anybody don't know, this is Chris show, and we done messed my brother Chris show up, man. I apologize, Chris. And Chris is my big homie. That's my big homie.
Hey,
God.
and
What's
and
up,
you
brother?
know,
Clark?
and
You ain't mess up no show, bro. You ain't mess nothing up. You ain't mess nothing up, man. What you talking about? Have fun with yourself. I want to be quiet and listen to people talk. So keep on
Yeah.
talking, and I'm gonna be quiet and cooking. This is our show. Hey, Doug, one thing about me, man, I'm like 5 teams in one, bro. I might roll solo while I'm a team player from here to the Himalaya, man. So cook, goddamn it, cook.
Yeah,
We
Hey,
cooking.
in a minute, I'm gonna have your ass on the damn grill. I'm just gonna tell you.
all right, you on the grid.
You're on the grill.
Nah. Shout out to my brother Chris, man. And out of everybody, I gotta say,
You know, you can't have Crush grill none because not Crush. You can't have my man Dub grill none because he gonna put some pork on that grill.
oh,
Wait a
minute. We gotta have the ribs on the damn grill. We gotta have
we gotta have the beef ribs, man.
Nah, man. Listen, beef ribs don't grill like pork ribs do. I ain't gonna listen. I don't think y'all don't want me to lie. Y'all don't want me up here lying. I love you gotta if you gonna cook beef ribs, that's a whole nother story than cooking pork ribs. I'm just being honest. And so I much rather deal with the pork ribs, but I will say if I am on the grill, you probably gonna have some pork on there. I will say that. I agree. And that's in shame, BB. That's in shame right there. You heard me in shame.
And you know, I grew up eating pigtails. Somebody got a lot of background. I grew up eating pigtails. I grew up eating everything but the orange, so I know exactly what you mean.
Hey, look, listen, BB. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, for Thanksgiving, and I don't have it often. My mama, she always cook pig feet for Thanksgiving. And get what? I love pig feet. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love some pig feet. Throw some vinegar and hot sauce on them mother.
That's why eating jelly, man. That's barbecue jelly.
Man, unfortunately, my great aunt Clara passed. Big Mom used to cook the chitlins, but after Big Mom passed, after Big Mom passed, Grandma Clara, you know, and she ain't my grandma, but I call her Grandma Clara because it's my mama, is me, and my grandma. You know what I'm saying? And then my grandma's sister, Aunt Clara, she got 18 children. And they all got kids, and those my cousins. So those the folks I grew up with. So I still say Grandma Clara, and Grandma Clara done passed now, but she made the chitlins. Man, hey, and I only ate them once a year. I ate them on Thanksgiving. Put them on some rice, hot sauce, a little vinegar. Oh my God, them damn chitlins be off the chain. They be off the damn chain.
And you know what's funny? I didn't grow up eating chitlins because you know my grandma, as John Weller would say, was bougie, so she didn't want no chitlins. But she make them pig feet, and I remember she'd make them with that bottled water. She get that bottled water. Steam them babies up. You know, onions, peppers. Yeah. And you know the funny thing about it, man. I think no matter how we put it. Hold on, somebody got a ton of background. Hold on. Hey, my man, you when we not talking, your TV's real loud. Yeah, okay. We'll just mute while we talking. So when you ready to talk, just come back on. But I just say this, man. The cool part about it all is very simple, Doug. I think we grew up great, man. And think about it. I'm in the greatest city in the world, God's favorite city, Cleveland. And you know, you from the world South, man. And isn't it funny how we grew up very similar? Crazy how that goes, man. You share that same black experience.
No, and what I realize is I always say one reason I love talking to people Not everybody, not everybody. You know, you have city, you know, nigga from the city. My nigga BC from New York. A tad bit different growing up than how I grew up, but man, it's so interesting. Like you just said, man, we all kind of grew up the same. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
regardless
true.
of where you was at, it was always a hood. Everybody hood ain't the same, but it's still the damn hood. You know what I'm saying? You got a basketball court. You grew up around the niggas in the project. Like it's still the same. It's still the same situation,
Yeah.
and
Only thing
it's
about
so.
BC though, you got to remember this. I don't mean to interrupt. BC will eat a whole lot of donuts. The only thing you got to watch BC. Eat
Wait a
a whole
minute.
lot of donuts.
Hey, I was lucky. I was lucky. My grandma, I told you my grandma worked that night. She worked at Kroger, right? She worked at the
Mm-hmm.
damn bakery. And get what she did? She cooked, man. Look, my grandma, she used to come home every day. Every day she'd have 6 different types of donuts. And the one that I wanted was the damn twister. Was it the twister? Whatever they called it. That's the one I wanted
Yeah,
right there.
the good
It's a
thing
little
twisted
twisted.
donut.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted. And if I could, and when she would get home and she got to go to bed to get some rest, then she go out of field service. But and hell, I'll be going to school. But she'll come home with that damn twister. Man, that was the best donut that I love. I love twisted to this day. I love them to this day. And the one thing is they can't be over. She used to always say, don't put too much sugar on your donut. You can't. You got to enjoy the dough, and you got to enjoy the flavor of the donut. Don't put too much sugar on it. And she went that. I think that was more of saying, don't eat too much damn sugar. But man, that's the one that I wanted right there. And every day she would come home with it. And man, I love my grandma. So
And you know it's funny you said it. I grew up with this old lady. Used to have something called a church mother, older lady, you know, Mother Ola. And I remember she would make donuts because she had a bunch of sons, so she didn't like buy fast food. So when she was growing up, only fast food they had was White Castle. You know, I don't know about y'all. I don't eat no White Castle. And I'll never forget, we went over Mother Ola's house and she made donuts out of biscuits, dog. And she would fry them biscuits up, make her own glaze.
Yeah. Salt them first, and then put a little.
So funny, Doug. I didn't start cooking like my grandma now. I didn't made the chicken soup like she would make it, and now I see why so many old brothers can cook, because you get to missing mama, and you start cooking and be like, oh man,
Bruh.
Like whoever would have thought I'd be up boiling the chicken, getting that chicken ready, man, and making my own chicken noodle soup like my grandma would do. So.
Nah.
Look. You know, I'm gonna get all the bones out. Unlike my grandma, you gotta watch them that chicken soup. You might pass away because she keep them bones.
Wait a minute. This how you know it's crazy, BBO. Man. BBO. But this how you know it's crazy.
My man Dub, I always love when we get on here together, man. Because
hold on,
brother
BBO.
Dub is a good dude, man.
Hold on, BBO. This how you know it's crazy.
BC, the darkest brother I know. What's up, man?
Top of the morning, gentlemen.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hold on, real quick. This is the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
This is the craziest thing. Get what I was tasked with making for Thanksgiving this year. Dressing. Guess who make a mean ass dressing? And get what a recipe.
Oh, you referring to stuffing?
No, man, there ain't no such thing in no damn stuffing. Stop it. Dressing, man.
I mean, I'm from New York, bro.
Yeah, I gotta BC sooner. I gotta bring you down to the country one time, man. You gotta come down to the country.
Yo, Dub, man, my family from the country, man. I'm not.
I understand, but when you make dressing, there's a difference between dressing and stuffing. There's a total difference.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference is stuffing is kind of come out the box and shit. When you make
My aunt
dressing,
make my aunt make that shit from scratch, bro.
she make no. Then she making dressing. She ain't making stuffing.
It's the same shit to me.
No, it's not.
All
No,
right.
hold on. This how I can prove it's not the same. This how I can prove it. It's not the same. This how I can prove it. Get how I can prove it. You get how I can prove it. My
Go for it.
mother, my mother. Hold on, somebody got feedback. So my mother made a dressing, and she put stuffing in the dressing, and it didn't come out right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can that alone proves that dressing and stuffing are two totally different things. But I
Okay.
will tell you, and watch this. BC, I got your number, don't I?
Yeah.
I don't think you believe I'm a lie to you.
Nah, man, I don't know you to be a mendacious character. Oh shit, you having technical difficulties?
Yeah, I'm having a little technical difficulties. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Shoot to my man BC, the darkest man in the tri-state area, man. My God.
Hey man, it's too early for me to start singing to you, so go ahead with it.
Hey, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. I always been a big fan of yours, BC, man. Because when I first seen Blackstreet, "Don't Leave Me, Girl," when I seen you singing Chauncey, I was like, "That's my guy." I love this guy.
You start your shit early, man.
That brother,
Oh, nah.
that brother,
Yo,
hey, that brother can sing like Chauncey, man. Don't get him up here singing, man.
I kind of figured when you was talking that donut shit, you was calling me police, nigga. Knock it off.
Oh, here you go.
Check it out.
Go ahead.
Now, going back to when you was talking about that's for your age. When you were saying that Jim Jones brung that gang shit, like no, well before Jim Jones, New York rappers was talking about gangs. Boot Camp Click was talking that gang shit back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
So like Jim Jones, I guess would make it popular for the people in your age bracket, but not the people in mine.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Because
I didn't.
I just remember y'all when y'all had y'all's music in New York. I can't remember the old dude's name. He said, "Y'all, this is back in the '80s. Y'all stupid. Y'all gangbang. Oh, y'all stupid."
Yeah,
I
I
can't
mean,
remember what it was. Go ahead.
because you got to think about the impact of what they was coming when hip hop was first created. What was going on in the world? Like it was heavy opioids in Harlem and the Bronx and shit, and a lot of cocaine. We was coming out of the disco era and
Hey,
shit.
man,
Shit
what
was
you
fucked
can't
up
say
here.
the cane word or the ish word, man. Come on,
Okay.
man.
Well, the drugs were heavy. Drugs were
Right.
heavy at that time. You know what I'm saying? And shit was rough. We was coming out of movies like The Warriors, and that shit was how people was living. So it's not like gangs always been there, and they was talking about it even at the end of The Message. The police pulled up on them while they was standing on the corner and was like, "What are you guys, a gang?" Like it was always part of that because it's part of our culture.
Hey,
Yeah,
real
I
quick,
know what you mean. I'm talking about something as far as like the Bloods and the Crips is what I mean. Because I totally understand what you're saying on that end. Okay, give you an example. I'm from Cleveland. Cleveland is kind of like, I don't know if anybody's been to the Bay Area. There's no such thing as gang banging here. People be repping their
Okay.
little streets and all that. But that's about it. Ain't no real like gang banging where I can say surprisingly in the South, I see more Midwest and definitely West Coast gangs in the South and even in the East than you ever will see in the Midwest. It's crazy because the only
but
place that really bang
Chicago.
It's Chicago and Milwaukee because people migrate.
But this is the craziest thing. Even in the gang units down here, right? And in the South, and I didn't figure this out until kind of later on, but the same thing like Bloods, Crips, Folk, GDs, those type of things, it's represented totally different than how it's represented in other parts of the country. And so, which is, but it's crazy to me because, so, you know, like, I remember there were times where we used to always say, if you blood, you know what I'm saying, you bang 5-star red flag on the left side. If you crip, you bang on the right side, 6-point star. Folk bang blue folk.
I think it's the other way, dog.
No. But that's why I say it's so crazy because shit is completely backwards. And then when you start looking at different cities and how they bang, then
demographics play a factor, bro.
What you mean?
I mean, I can't do in your city what you could do in mine, and vice versa. You're someplace else. So there has to be some type of shift. You can't move like this everywhere because you can't.
But if we're a gang, y'all supposed to, and I know for a fact, when it comes to something, and I'll make it very simple. When it comes to folk, I don't claim no affiliations with nothing. Don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about nothing. And so, but I do know that people who bang folk, right? They rock with Larry Hoover. They rock with the GDs. You know what I'm saying? They bang 4 stars black, and like that's how they rock here on the right side.
The intent was to be about getting some bread and protecting their brand. Correct. That was the intent, right?
That's always the intent.
If that's what the intent is, there are places that you can't just openly do shit because you will affect your intent. There's no sense in all of you just being in jail. That's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you can't move the same way. You can't move the same way in every city.
So you good?
No, I'm saying you can't move the same way in every city. You could be proud of your shit, but you can't move the same way in every city because the dynamics of the city is not.
You can go ahead and go though. You can go ahead and go.
Huh?
Damn, my bad. I thought I was on mute. My bad. Go ahead. I'm talking to my son. Give me a hug.
The dynamics is different from city to city. You can't just California and New York ain't the same.
Agree, but the thing is all this is supposedly originated because even when you talking in Georgia, when we people used to have questions, right? And they were like, they had certain questions, and if you ask those same questions in say Chicago, the answers are the same. Especially when it came to Larry Hoover, you know, something like
that's knowing your knowledge. I'm talking about how people move. If
you're gonna know your knowledge, then how can one be a 6-point star and one be a 4-point star? How can one be like it just don't add up?
It don't add up because the shit is stupid in the first place. But
hey, BC man, please stop cussing, man. I'm sorry, man. I know you like to cuss.
Forgive my sugar honey iced tea, man. You know what I'm talking about.
And I'm cussing too. I apologize. Look, I just dropped. My son walking to the bush right now. My apologies.
We grew up on trucks up here, man. I'm sorry. Sailors and truck drivers.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna be honest. BBO's a Bill Cosby type of guy. Cliff Huxtable. Let me not say Bill Cosby.
We get it. We know you get your Fresh Prince on, man. Like I don't understand it. 'Cause you're a bit of an antagonistic fellow. You almost You almost warrant cussing on your show, but I will
Because I'm
make
black.
a conscious,
Wow.
no. I'll make a
Wow.
conscious effort to mind my manners with my mouth, bro. What up, Ben?
I never realized that, man. You're a true racist, BC. Because I'm
I
a
am.
black man, I'm an
Yo,
antagonizer.
listen,
Wow.
listen. I just had this conversation last night. I come to the realization that I am, in fact, a bit of a bigot. I am.
So
It's
you
cool
don't like,
because
so now you don't like black folks.
no. I don't dislike black people. I don't like
But you
niggas.
gotta remember his saying though. Remember
Hey,
BC saying.
wait a minute.
What did
You out of order.
BC's
You out of
famous
order.
saying?
BBL, you out of order. Because I don't like niggas either. I don't like them.
Well,
I ain't
let me
trying to be
say
around
this.
niggas.
When I heard BC tell me his motto, you know, white queens forever, black girls never. When I heard him say that,
I ain't never heard.
Smash
Oh,
the gas,
wow.
baby.
wait a minute. He said what?
Smash on the gas, baby.
He said, hold on, let me say this. I'm gonna tell you what the man said. The man said,
Hold on, BBL. I'm gonna let you say it, but I gotta put BC on notice. I don't know if I've ever heard this, and I hope I'm not disappointed in what I'm about to hear. Even though I think I know what I'm about to hear. God damn, go ahead. Let's hear this one, BBL.
well, you heard. Well, BC has a motto. BC has a motto. He wants white Nubian queen. He said white Nubian queens forever, black queens never.
Hold on, wait a minute. What is a white Nubian queen? You can't be from Nubia and white. That ain't how life works.
I don't know. You gotta ask BC. BC always got him a white Nubian queen. I don't know.
Oh, baby.
I don't know. They the
You
white
are
girls with
funny.
the box braids.
You are fun.
He have them with the box braids and the sundress.
He been watching Hustle and Flow and shit.
But you know, but you know the cool thing is the reason I believe the show is growing is because guess what? BBO had to find his voice. And I think when you come to BBO boxing, actually I call it BBO TV at this point, you come to have a good time, man, because guess what? A lot of people gonna say a lot of laughing here, man, because it's a tough world out here. What my man say on Good Time, it's cold. It's cold out there, man. You be back before your suitcase start ringing. It's cold, man. And salute to my man Ben Israel.
Salute to
But we gotta do more of this, man. We gotta do more of this, man. Me and Dub.
Somewhere
the only thing about Dub don't pick up that phone.
Well, just to say, man, life be life, bro. Man, listen, I'm on the phone with you right now, and I'm looking. I'm on the phone with your ass right now, looking out the window, looking at my son get on the motherfucking bus. So, excuse my language. Excuse my language. I apologize.
The mother-loving bus.
And mine, y'all done been up all damn night anyway. So shit, what you mean? What you want from me? I done been making money or respect. I said that respectfully. I had some other things going on.
Hey.
That's why. Hey, I rock late night because that's what that's what my money is. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what my money is late night right now for me.
Hey,
I
hope you into cryptocurrency or something, fool.
Say it again.
Put that 300 on the dresser, man. Do your thing.
I hope you into cryptocurrency or something.
I am. I'm in all type of trading right now. I ain't even go. Man, I done lost a lot of money trading, but I done gained a lot of money trading. You know what I'm saying?
The market is open overnight.
Well, I told you when I'm trading, and the things I really like forex trading. I don't know if y'all know what forex trading is, but I really like trading other currencies. Like that's really my thing right now. And so a lot of times, a lot of that market works late night.
While we sleeping, yeah.
Yeah. I love that market right here. That's the best market that I have going right now. I ain't gonna lie. That's where I've been making the majority of my money off of.
Hey, man, and that's what we like to hear, man, because nothing better than hearing a brother making some money the right way. But until next time, Shout out to my man Crush the Legend. Shout out to my man the Puerto Rican Prince D Free. Shout out to Rico, aka Prize Fighter. And definitely, man, it's your boy BBO, the original man sent by God himself. Shout out to my man BC, the darkest man in the tri-state area. And shout out to the light-skinned lover, man. My God, Dub Right Side. And we gone, y'all. Peace.
Yo, peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching BVO. And if you're down with BVO, subscribe and join the community. Have a great night.